Hi Emma, you are 20 weeks old now. Today we are checking out of our hotel and going into Venice. We're gonna go for a little gondola ride and then get on our cruise for 7 days. Super exciting. And today I wanted to comment on this dress that I'm wearing because this is the same dress I wore when me and your dad got engaged. Kind of crazy. And here you are. You are showing through just a little bit. You can see a little bump. So at 18 weeks, I still haven't felt Emma kick yet. And when I looked at the Bump app, which is the pregnancy app that I use, it says you should be able to start feeling something at 18 weeks. But it's been 20 weeks, but I haven't felt anything. And they said you probably just can't tell because it feels like regular stomach movements. Maybe like maybe you think it's in intestines or like gas bubbles. So I don't know. Maybe it's Emma. Maybe it's my intestines. And then in terms of symptoms, it's not new this week, but since the first trimester, my hair has been growing really fast, and my nails have also been growing really fast ever since the first trimester. So I keep them super short now because I don't want to have to keep on cutting it weekly. And yes, the hair has been growing fast, but that also means the hair in my body is kind of growing fast too, like my belly. I probably should not show it because it's kind of gross, or maybe it's TMI. But I've always had a little bit of like peach fuzz on my belly, and right now the peach fuzz is getting a little bit more fuzzier. Now I would say like above the belly button is where it's getting a lot more noticeable, and just like overall the hair on my belly got a lot fuzzier, which is kind of weird. And then of course the hair on my fingers also is getting fuzzier, which is kind of interesting to see, I guess. And then I've also been having really weird dreams, like a lot. Nowadays I dream almost on a daily basis, which is all kind of weird. These are like super vivid dreams, not super positive dreams, kind of scary dreams. And then the app also says it's normal. It probably just means there's like a lot of anticipation and maybe a little bit of stress associated with them, and so it kind of like translates into really crazy dreams. Yeah, so I've been having dreams for quite some time now. I would say maybe for a month now. I've been having vivid and crazy dreams. Emma, I think you got bigger just in the last 2 days or so. Last night, John was like, wow, your stomach is really like sticking out. I see a difference in just the last 2 days. I think Emma got bigger. So I've been using these random oils on my belly to try to prevent stretch marks, and I've been doing it for about 2 weeks now. Sometimes I use olive oil, and I just bought this lemon oil from Burt's Bees, but I haven't started using it yet. And I know that you can't really prevent stretch marks, and it's mostly genetic, I think. but I want to still try to prevent it as much as possible. I do have some stretch marks already on both sides of my hip, which is really strange. I've had it for a very long time, since I was definitely before I was in college, so sometime in high school, I think. I don't think I had it in middle school, but definitely by the time I went to college, I already had these stretch marks on my hips, or kind of like where the thigh connects with the hips, which is very strange because I'm only 5'1", and it's not like I grew tall one crazy summer or anything like that. So it's very strange that I would have stretch marks there. So that makes me think that I am very prone to having stretch marks. And so I am hoping that by rubbing some kind of oil on the belly can help me prevent stretch marks in the future. So I don't know if it works, but I'll let you know how it goes. And I actually didn't bring any oil on this trip with us. And then the other day when we were eating at the buffet, John saw that they have olive oil on the side, so that he said, well, I could maybe just put some olive oil like in a cup and then bring it back to our room. So that's what I did. It's just like, let me see if I can show you. It's just, oops, I spilled. It's just some olive oil, and I brought it back in the room, and I've been using it from this cup. And I wonder what our housekeeper thinks, because he's, you know, he kind of like put the cup nicely on one of the shelves. He's probably thinking, oh, what are they doing with a cup of olive oil? So yeah, so that is like a little update on what I think of stretch marks and what I am doing to try to prevent it. We got this dress for Emma. It's a Greek style sundress? Is it a sundress? I don't know, just a dress. They have a lot of different colors and different styles, but we like this one. Actually, John likes the midsection. Cool. Super cute. They also make it in adult sizes, but we just got babies. 4 pregnancy updates this week so far. Exercise, peeing, walking in heels, and pimples. So the first one, exercise. I read that there are certain exercises that you could do to encourage natural birth, and then also as you get into the 3rd trimester and with your belly getting bigger, it's important to strengthen your back. So I started doing squats again. I was kind of doing squats before I found out I was pregnant. And then in the 1st trimester, I was not doing any exercises. And then I decided, well, since I'm like halfway through pregnancy, I should really restart the exercise routine. So on this trip on the cruise, I started to lightly do some squats with water bottles. And I just started doing like 3 sets of 8. So it's like really light and manageable, and I think over time I could like add more reps and get back to what I was doing before, which is what is that thing called? The bar? The bar. Is it just called a bar? I was doing squats
Barbell.
with just the bar by itself though, like not
Barbell.
with any weights.
Yeah, barbell.
So how many pounds? 30?
45.
I was doing squats with the with a plain bar, so that was like 45 pounds. So I'll see if I could do that again and hopefully strengthen my back. And I also read that there are some exercises you could do to like open your pelvis, which also helps with like giving birth when the time comes. So I'm gonna look into doing that too. Okay, so that's first update that was on exercise. Second one, peeing. I've been feeling like I always want to pee, and it's been happening for a few weeks. But it's really hard to tell if I really need to pee, because sometimes when I go to the bathroom there's like barely nothing, but I just can't tell the difference. So then I have to think, well, did I drink a lot of water? Is it really like an urge? I don't know, but I usually just go anyway just to be safe. But it makes it really annoying because I feel like I always have to pee. And then, okay, update number 3. I've been wearing my favorite pair of shoes, which is like platform 3-inch platform shoes made for chefs. I'll insert a picture later so you can see what it looks like. It's very comfortable, and I've been wearing that same pair of shoes for, I would say 2 years, or like a year and a half ish, on an almost daily basis, because it's very comfortable for walking, and just it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing heels, probably because of the platform and the way the shoes are made. And I also wore it non-stop after pregnancy, and then everyone was telling me, oh, you shouldn't wear heels when you're pregnant, but I was like, but these are very comfortable. I don't really have any issues with it, until maybe like a week or 2 ago, when I started to feel a little bit of discomfort in my upper hip area, and I wasn't sure if it was like from wearing heels, even though those are very comfortable. I never had issues with it until now, but since this trip I've been wearing flats, and then the discomfort went away. So now I'm thinking, okay, I guess I should stop wearing heels and just start wearing flats. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is pimples. So I haven't had pimples as a result of pregnancy on my face, but I've been having pimples here along my jawline. You can kind of see it here. I also have some bumps, which you can't really see here. I don't really know if this is pregnancy, like hormonal pimples, or just me not doing a good job of washing my neck. But it's been happening for some time now, so I will focus more on keeping this area clean, because I do put sunscreen on my neck, and I do know that you have to kind of like remove sunscreen just like how you would remove makeup. So I need to like do a better job keeping this area clean. So that's it.